Hey guys, it's been a while. Apologies. It's been a crazy few months. So doing a house build and stuff. So it's all been going on. But anyway, back to it. So Mini is out the garage. Had a conversion on the front, and been doing a few talks about Evans coolant. So coolant for turbo Minis and about they overheat, and it's been a real sore subject, as you know, over the years. Whether you've got turbos or you haven't got turbos, or classic cars running hot. Anyway, I did a conversion onto this over to the Evans coolant, the 100. It's the power core or something, 180 degree coolant. Superb stuff. Had really good feedback on it. It's the temperatures are running better, are working better. But run into an issue the other day. So, well, there's two issues actually. One, if you run silicone hoses with Evans coolant, so for example, let's use the Mini Spares hoses, very popular, nothing particularly wrong with them. What we've found with this is, because it runs slightly hotter than a conventional classic Mini, the hose from the radiator to the water pump has shrunk by nearly 2 inches, and it pulled itself off and dumped it, all the fluid all over the floor. This was covered in £100 worth of fluid yesterday, and it's still, anyway, got to do a repair. It's where it's sitting on the subframe, but it shrinks the hoses, which I've never experienced. Now, someone might be able to tell me something different, but from my experience, the hose pipe, the bottom hoses were so stretched where they'd shrunk, it pulled it off the water pump. So that was one issue. Now, be warned, Mini Spares in London don't sell Evans coolant anymore. So there's some Motor Parts Direct, and you can get it online, and there's a few other places you can get it. But anyway, but it's £65 a pot for 5 litres. It's not something you want to be spitting out every 2 minutes. Now then, second issue. So, as you see, the bonnet's open. I run. Oh, pardon. Having some adaptions done, but I was mucking around with this hose, this Mini Spares hose, because it's gone a bit funky, and I got some coolant, some of the Evans water in the back of the alternator. It nearly caught fire. It was smouldering, and now it's blown my alternator up. So I've got to do an alternator rebuild. So I had to chuck water over it to stop it from playing up. Who'd have guessed? Coolant in the back of the, because it's not water, and it's a it's like a glyco, I think, mix. So it's not water. So if you get it on any electrical components, it will cause you problems. So this video really is a warning for one issue. Evans, it's a fantastic product, but you've got to be really careful with it, and I'm learning the hard way. I had no idea it would have them kind of repercussions. I had no idea it would do something like that to the alternator. I thought it was, I just spilt a bit. I was just, putting it in the tank, and lo and behold, I've blown my pissing alternator up. Now, luckily, I've got a spare, but I've got I've now got to take it all off and Minis. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, other than that, it's all doing pretty good. We're all sort of back up and running, and it's all looking pretty good. So I think I might do some sort of video on doing some sort of repairs. I'm going to change all. I've got to do some work on the engine. I've got to do in the coming months. I'm going to do a gearbox rebuild. So I'll do a step-by-step gearbox for a race gearbox, sort of full rebuild. All my synchros are a plan up because it's got a Quaife straight cut box, and it's crunching every time you go in gear, and I think the synchros have worn. So I'm going to do a piece on that, on the gearbox. But if there's any video or anything you want to know about, sort of anything to do with kind of modified turbo units, or well, any minis really, if there's any questions you got, then please feel free to get in touch. If there's any sort of videos and pictures or something you want to have a look at, we can dial in a bit deeper, rather than kind of seeing a lot of these kind of standoff videos that I keep seeing that they're kind of time lapse, so you're not, the time lapsed, so you're not really seeing, you know, the kind of bits that are going to trip you up. What I tend to do is, when I talk to people and talk about these guys, when they've got a problem, we'll go through it in kind of intimate detail. Probably not intimate's probably not the right word, but you get what I mean. We go in real detail to sort of talk you through it and kind of see the bits that are tripping people up. It's normally to do with sort of gaps and what kind of kit to use, but then you don't really get any videos like that. You tend to get kind of monolithic kind of guys that just can't explain what it needs. Well, if you're going to build something like this, you damn sight need to know, you make sure you've got it right first time round, because it will just go bang. You know, this is the old girl. It's retired from racing now, but it's on the road. I've put it back on the road for people to come and look at and quiz me and ask me questions, because I may be parting with it one day, so who knows. If you're interested, let me know. It's something that will come up for sale probably in the coming months. There's other projects on the agenda that I want to get into, but yeah, so all good. Anyway, so Evans Calling, this episode was about that. Fantastic product, but you need to be careful. Any more questions on it, or any whatever, and just my experiences with it, then please get in touch, and I'll let you know what I can. Peace out, everybody. Good luck, and be careful what fluid you put in. You drop in the back of your alternator. See you later.